Medium scale mining, it's not all that mandatory, though ndaivanga ngati mandatory, but we are encouraged kunena kuti also abange formulate the CDA.
Ulemu kwa the Royal Highness Paramount Chief Dr. Kyungu, ulemu kwa officer kwa DC, DPD, amene muli pakati patu, mafumu athu osakula kuu, amene muli nafe mnyumba muno. Komanso ndifuna ndilandire onse amene timagwira ntchito kuboma, amene tili pakati patu. Ma department onse sintha kuwatchula onse, koma ndikudziwa ma office onse akuluakulu aku district kuboma tilipomo. Ndipereke ulemu kwa chair a EAM, amene mukuti imirira kuno ku Karonga district, komanso ndi azibusa onse amene tikugwira ntchito limodzi. Masa shehe takulandirani office ya Public Affairs Committee ndi zonse zimene mukuchita ku District Interfaith AIDS Committee. Ndifuna ndikulandireni wina aliyense amene wafika, mwina sinditha kukwanisa maulemu onse, koma imvani kuti mwalandiridwa ku msonkhano uno. Ine dzina langa ndine Brian Mlowoka. Nimagwira ntchito ku Evangelical Association of Malawi, ndine head of programs. Ndi ulemu waukulu kuti ndikhoza kupezeka nanu, kupezeka pa msonkhano uno wa Indaba. Indaba kukhala ngati ndi mawu achingoni-ngoni, mawu akwathu ku mzimba uku, koma ndi mkumano wa anthu amene ali ndi nkhani zotifuna akambirane, very important issues. Nkona timafuna tikhale pamodzi, kwa kuti kuli Indaba ndiye kuti kuli nkhani yayikulu imene anthu afuna akambirane. Ndiye ine ndachiyesa chinthu cha mwayi kuti ndikhoza kukhala nawo pa msonkhano uno. Msonkhano uno tikuti Indaba, nkhani ya migodi imene tifuna tikambirane mboma lino la Karonga. Mwina pali nkhani yayikulu kwambiri imene kumatchulidwa pakati pathu, ndi nkhani ya migodi m'Malawi muno. Nkhani imene kumatchulidwa pafupi, komanso yapereka chidwi chachikulu kwambiri kwa Malawi ina aliyense, ndi nkhani ya migodi. Mwina sikale kwambiri pamene mtsogoleri wathu the state president Dr. Lazarus Makathi Chakwera anali kuno, I think last week, anakafika kayerekera kupangisa msonkhano kupangisa kuti kayerekera iyambeso ntchito zake. Ndi nkhani yofunikira kwambiri, komanso ndikambeso za president omweyo anakhazikisa timati ATM strategy, nkhani zokhuza ndi ulimi, agriculture, tilimbikise kwambiri kuti tibweretsere makobiri mdziko lathu. Komanso nkhani ya tourism nayonso tilimbikise kwambiri, tione kuti ingatibweretsere phindu lanji. Koma pali mining, nkhani za migodi, ndi imene yaperekaso chidwi kwambiri kuti titalimbikira kwambiri pa nkhani ya migodi yalongosoka. Ndi nkhani imodzi imene ikhoza kutibweretsera makobiri ochuluka pakati pathu. Mwina nkuona tili ndi chidwi kwambiri pa nkhani imeneyo. Komanso pali wina amene akukamba za manufacturing. Tizitha kupanga zinthu ku raw materials tinawo ambiri, koma how else can we benefit, how else can we make maximum benefits from the things that we are able to produce within the country. Value additions ngati zotero kuti zitibweresere makobiri pakati pathu. Ndiye nkhani ya mining ndi nkhani imene yapereka chidwi kwambiri chifukwa pali zambiri zimene zikuchitika mu mining zimene mwina anthu ambiri sakuzidziwa bwinobwino. Pali zina zake zimene zimachitika ku mining koma anthu ambiri mwina sakudziwa kuti chikuchitika ndi chani. Nkona zili ndi chidwi tifuna titadziwa what is it that happens in mining which we need to know, and mwina breakthrough yake ikhoza kubwera pamene zinthu zitazidziwa bwinobwino. Chimene ndikutanthauza chakuti pafupifupi dziko lonse la Malawi there's something that is happening zokhuza ndi mining. Kumangochi, kulirongwe, kumzimba, aukamba za gold. So people in Mangochi, in Mzimba, in Lirongwe, they are sitting on gold. And gold ni mwana wofunikira kwambiri. And they are sitting on gold. If anything, all of us would want to have gold. Kuno Karonga nde uranium is not a cheap metal. It's not a cheap mineral. One of the most valuable mineral, then the uranium. And the Royal Highness, you're sitting on one of the most valuable resource, uranium. Tikapita ku Palombe, kuliso timati rare earths, kuli zinthu kumene kwa kuzambiri mbiri. Posted about Kambaza Rutile, Kulirongwe uku. Akuti the richest, the highest deposits in the whole world, ili Kulirongwe. Kuchaukasia. So, you can understand why I'm saying that this is an issue which has generated a lot of interest. Tikangomva za Rutile, the richest deposit in Malawi, timanyamuka nditu mondo ndiye kuti umpaya watu wose uja wata. Maganizo ameti mabwera ndi amene wo. Ndiye kuti umpaya watu wata kuno ku Malawi. Tikapikamba za gold timaganiza kuti umphawi ndiye kuti timazunzika na uja wata. Forex ija imavuta ija ndiye kuti panopo sikhalaso nkhani. Tikamakamba zinthu ngati za gold, rare earth, and all kinds of minerals that this nation is endowed with. Pali zinthu zofunika kwambiri. Pali zomvetsa chisoni nzona kuti zimangokambidwa misonkhano ngati muno. Zimangokambidwa ndithu misonkhano kumana kumangochi akambirana zomwezo kandi ku Luntha kandi kulirongwe kandi ku BICC amakambirana nkhani zimenezi. Koma breakthrough yeni result yeni kuti yabweresa kusintha kwa ndalama imene ikusowa pakati pathu. Tukangati tidikirabe. Tukangati tikudikirabe ndithu. So, pali kulira kumene kuku. Ndiye project imene tinaye kuno ngati Evangelical Association of Malawi yolimbikisa nkhani za migodi. Ndi project yofunikira kwambiri. We are not the first ones who have done this. Other people are also doing the same things. They have been here doing it. But kulira kwatu nkuti papezeke yankho loti zinthu izi zitithandizire ma citizen atu. People in Karonga, people in Malawi should begin to benefit from this. I want to say kuti nkhani ya mining, it is an environmental issue. Muntu wa environment amakhuzidwa ndi nkhani ya mining. Nkhani ya mining is a health issue. Imakuza health issue with all these environmental assessment imakambirana kuti zizikhalapo. Because the lives of people are affected when mining activities. It's a land issue. Land is being scooped and people are being displaced. Pali zinthu zambiri zimene zikuchitika ku mining, which we say, muntu atetezedwe. a citizen should be protected from all these all these things that we are talking about. Because it's affecting health, it's affecting the environment, it's affecting all kinds of things, it's a responsibility for every one of us. Nkonata kumana tumuno, mafumu atu alipano, amena mati yangani azamalo, pali massive society organizations, amena mati kumbusa zintu zimene zizi pafupi, boma lilipompano, kulongo sauti mapolisi yake akuenda bwanji, regulatory framework ya kuzandi mining ili pati, zuchuchitika ndichani, zintu zalimba patipo, pofuna kumasula ndipati. That's why we were here, all of us. Aboma, ampingo ndiye nanji, ndiye nkhani yatu number 1. Yetu stewardship ndiye nkhani number 1 imeti manibikisa kuchalichi. Anthu ifeti ndi udindo waukulu kwambiri. Kuti ma resources amene alipo tikuwasamala bwanji. Tikuononga kapena tikupanga kuti zinthu zitithandizire. Ndi nkhani yofunikaso kumpingo aidziwe, achitepo gawo lawo. Komanso anthu akumudzi kumene mining akuchitika amene akhala displaced tizingoyang'ana kapena yo ali ndi mawu oti amalankhula koma samamveka. What is it that needs to be done? And so what we're saying is an issue that is affecting all of us. Ndiye ndifuna nene kuti zimene tikuyembekezera nzona kuti timanga mfundo kuti tingapange chani kuti munthu wakumudzi, a local person, can benefit from this. Akamapanga za national budget yawo, when I was in another meeting like this one, they were telling us kuti mati GDP abwana DPD GDP mufotokoza ndilo mukamalangu amanena kuti ku national budget ndrama zimene zimachoka ku mining is only 1%. Only 1%. With all these valuable resources we're talking about, only 1% contributes to that, which is a drop in the ocean. That's why we're here. These 2 days. My prayer is that it will not just be one of those meetings. Tango kalapo basungu kambapo it's 2 days. Ifede ametera kutika ku office tikachonga tutapanga. But my prayer is that there will be something new, something special, something that can come out from this meeting and it will help us zoti tagwirizana tingapushe bwanji nkhani imene ikuti pite patsogolo impindulire munthu. And that message, that fundo ituluka pakati patu. Someone was telling us as we were walking, we attracted a lot of attention. Somebody came and says, kodi nkhani ya insurance, I mean, akugira ntchito kukiyarekera. Mukupanga nayo bwanji? I said, wow. Then namuita na ubwere kumsonkhano. That's why we have this meeting, that we can discuss all, there's no one issue, but nkhani zambiri mbiri zimene tifuna tikambirane. I guess of honor ine mango funa nene kuti ndi chiyembekezo chachikulu kumsonkhano uno. Kuti inyo muli pakati patu with so many other responsibilities you have, mwapatula nthawi yanu kubwera pano kuzatitsegulira msonkhano wathu zokambirana zathu. Ndifuna ndikuthokozeni kwambiri komanso boma timayang'ana kwa inu nthawi zonse. Ndi wina aliyense amene wafika ndifuna nene kuti Ambuye akudaliseni komanso tiyeni tikambirane zakupsa malo ano. Zikomo kwambiri.
Manja motikhoza kuomba ndithu ndi mphamvu. Tathokoza kwambiri Mr. Mlowoka for setting the pace. I think at this time tikudziwa tonse why we are here, and we are all geared to achieving the expected results ya meeting yathu. Mundilole ndipemphe Madam Khumbo Mkandawire atiyankhule malo mwa DC. Ndipo akamaliza Madam Khumbo Mkandawire muwazutsa Paramount Chief Dr. Kyungu kuti atsegulire Indaba yathu ndi speech. Ndithu Madamu Tiankheni.
Guest of honor, Your Royal Highness, Paramount Dr. Chief Kyungu, Mr. Mloga, Head of Programs, EAM, our senior chiefs present, and all traditional leaders present, the civil society that is here present, all the members of the media, Bwana Osi, my fellow government officials, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm standing in on behalf of the District Commissioner to warmly welcome you to the district mining Indaba. This is a timely platform for us to discuss the opportunities as well as the risks that are related to the mining industry. And Karonga is one of the districts where many mining activities are happening. So it's up to us all to unite and collaborate to manage responsibly, transparently, and inclusively when it comes to issues of mining in our district. Mining, as the Bwana Manager said, the Head of Programs said, EAM, it offers a number of opportunities to the residents of a district council, and in this case, to the people that are living in Karonga. As mining, there are potential jobs that are there where people can be recruited. We are looking at business opportunities that are also there, and local development in various communities where the mining are happening, but also the district as a whole. So apart from that, we also have risks that are associated with mining, issues of inequalities, as well as human rights. And all these needs to be addressed or tackled in this Indaba that we are gathered here. So just to confirm and affirm that as a district, we are committed to ensuring that mining contributes meaningfully to sustainable development and leaves no community behind. So let us use this occasion to listen, to share ideas, and find practical solutions that benefit both the present and future generations, for the country as a whole, and also for Karonga as a district. With these remarks, I wish you a fruitful and deliberations as we are discussing issues of mining concerning our district here in Karonga. Thank you so much. So at this juncture, let me also take an opportunity to invite our guest of honor, Your Royal Highness, Paramount Dr. Chief Kyungu, to give us opening remarks for this function. Thank you so much, Your Royal Highness.
Thank you very much, Madam. Director of Ceremonies, my brother Mloka, Head of the Evangelical Association of Malawi, fellow traditional authorities, members of the faith community here present, Bwana Osi, senior government officials, and mining captains who are here, I hope. I don't know whether we also have business communities here. Ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed.
So with is your advisor, your Indaba, to discuss issues, to build, not to destroy. So our police are in Bogopan. I mean, I'm going to say, you see, the security of the world building. Again, I emphasize no politics, please. May God bless you. Thank you. We will not be here with you throughout, because Chiefs Council, we have another meeting. I already told the head here that we are going out immediately after a group photo in the Songaruna. But I will see you elections in figure. So if you make sure that our decision is taken. So
Sikomo kwambiri chifukwa choti tsigulira Indaba yathu anachulatu dzina la Chinkhonde Ivasa. That one I've memorized. So this is our Ivasa 2025. Thank you very much for your time. Actually, the preparatory team also envisaged that it may not be possible to have our chiefs throughout the period that we're going to be here. That will be demanding too much from you. But having you during the opening ceremony and blessing us, we are honored. Tikuthokoza kwambiri mafumu athu mosokozedwa ndi the paramount chief Dr. Kyungu kuti anali nafe during the opening ceremony kutidalitsa kuti we can go ahead with our discussions. Despite that he's going to be away, but he's part of this. So much that whatever we're going to come up with, he will be aware of them and he is going to honor them because he is part of us in absentia. Thank you very much. Depende kuti photo for a photograph. They will be organizing our refreshments. And so there are 3 presentations and 3 plenary sessions before lunch hour, which is 12:30. But we want to make a change. We'll do all the 3 presentations and do the plenary session together before we break for lunch because we are late. So we can still catch up on time.
Ndiyambe ndikuzindikira kupezeka kwa mafumu athu komanso atsogoleri athu a mipingo komanso aosi athu ndi amabungwe a media komanso ma representatives omwe tachokera ku ma mining communities osiyanasiyana ndi anzathu a ntchito za boma moni pa nkhani ya mmene tikhalire pamodzi pano msonkhano udindo wa masiku awiri pali madongosolo omwe tapangapo nkhani ya kuti tikuyankhula komanso kukhosi kuzikhala kukufewa ndiye tilandira ma refreshments komanso pambali pa ma refreshments amenewowo ndiye kuti tikamapita chakumapeto kutilandira lunch allowance komanso ndalama zotithandiza kuti tibwererere ku nyumba komanso kuti mawa tikathenso kubwera kwa anzathu amene achoka kwa wasambo. Anzathu amene achoka kwa wasambo tili ndi dongosolo lokuti mugona konkuno tinakubukirani malo konkuno ndiye mugona konkuno tikamaliza tilipo atatu pa jet aku wasambo tilimo eya atiyeso abwere atiyeso athu abwera ndiye kuti tonse folo tigona konkono lerolo tikamaliza msonkhano mawa ndiye kuti tidzalandira ndalama yotithandizira kuti tibwerere malingana ndi ndondomeko yomwe amabungwe omwe amatithandiza mu dziko lino lomwe linayikiza ndalama ya lanchi ndi 8,000 kwacha koma nkhani ya ndalama zobwererera kapena zoyendera ndiye kuti zikutengera komwe tachokera omwe tachokera pa boma panopa mbande komanso around ndiye kuti tilandira 10,000 lero 10,000 mawa kuphatikiza ndi alanchiyo amene tachokera kwa wasambo ndiye kuti tilandira 36,000 yomwe ili yobwerera ndi kupitira amene tachokera ku Kilipula ndiye kuti Kilipula ndi Lupembe tilandira ma 20,000 a transport lero komanso ma 20,000 a transport mawa koma nkhani yakuti tili munomo ndiye kukhosi kwa uma azinzathu atithandiza kuti patsa tizokudya ndi timadzi apo ndi apo zikomo kwambiri
tathokoza mayi Lusungu. Chinanso chimene tufunika mwina timafunika tikambirane koma ifeyo tili ndi suggestion pa program paja pakuonetsa 1 hour ya lunch kuti at 12:30 we're supposed to break and come back 1:30 ndi panali maganizo onena kuti mwina ma refreshments atipase pa lunch kuti tisapange break uku kuti weruke konsanga komano imene lolo ndi suggestion nkutheka kuti ena ali ndi maganizo ena palanchi ndekuti tidya timwa ma refreshments omwe they were meant for around 10 o'clock ma refreshments amazulo tikamaweruka. Does that go well with us? Majority ikuti bwanji amene akufuna abe kuti tipitebe ku lunch chifukwa pena pamakhala ma exceptions ineyo I know I have experienced pamakhala anthu ena ali ndi ma health issues or they cannot miss when it is 12 o'clock it has to be 12 o'clock. Those are exceptional cases ngati ndi ma exceptional cases tiwonanso kuti ndi angati can we give them a special treatment ngati ikale majority nde kuti zilivuta ndi angati amene we say we can do with my refreshments for lunch tilipo angati manja mwamba amene tikunena kuti we need to go out ndi kukadya nsima for lunch tikemako mauko tusikemako mchanya. So the yes have it ndi awawa ndofunika nsima basi pa lunch tiapanga handle in a special way tidziwa amene titathandizire because the majority says they can do without the lunch meal akhoza kukwanitsa ndi ma refreshment so tikuthandizani ndithu though you are in minority but we'll take care of you. Vincent, you are ready with the presentation. Tikuleperabe kuchigwetsa akubwera then pamene akubwera ayambako with the presentation and akabwera we'll be able to see. For now we'll be trusting his words and his non-verbal communications.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much. I'm Vincent Winger. I work for Catholic Commission for Justice and Peace, CCJP, Karonga Diocese. I have a very brief presentation on rights of communities in mining areas, and I'll present this based on experience that I've had in implementing extractive governance projects, and also based on lessons which I've learned from other people or from other countries where they are more advanced with the community rights on mining. My presentation outlines like this. Firstly, I will presentation. Then I will have key rights of communities in mining. Then introduction to FPIC. FPIC is one of the principle that encourages community participation and community rights in mining areas. So usually, most of the organization, international and local organization in Malawi, encourage the introduction of free, prior, and informed consent. Then I will also present the 7 steps in FPIC, which I feel will be very helpful for us as community on how best we can engage the investors in our local communities. Then I will also highlight our role and responsibilities as the community, stakeholders, and also community leaders on how best we can engage the investor. This is my introduction. We say that community rights in mining are recognized by national laws and international law. And the understanding now is that for now, purely the focus is on the right of people. Unlike in the past, where we had community being sidelined, but for now, for the community to start benefiting from the mine, it's only when they are involved and they are engaged and they are working together with the investors. And also citing the Section 289 in the Mines and Minerals Act 2023, it also encourages companies to develop community engagement for the communities to be taking part in mining, and also recognizing the minority group, like the women, people with disability, and others. The Act also strengthens community participation in project development and for decision making. Most of the time we see that the investor just come in our community without our consent or without our participation. We found that they start extracting or start implementing activities. So the Act encourages that there should be community engagement. However, it's not clear because these people, they are given license before they come to us as a community. Before I proceed, I wanted to show you these pictures. Nazo napo studies ndani. Or who has experience to say kuti kuku nduze wako. These pictures. These pictures is kasikizi. The first picture najambula godungo yamba, and the second picture najambula after some times. This is kasikizi coal mine kumpata. Now unapo this picture then okay, fine. Andipe mpandi ime kombali ya kunoko. So alipa mina na unapo picture hii. Is this Karonga or where? Alipa menda jogo wakilupula. This picture siya kwa tui. This is Maulambo, right? Okay, fine. I also have these 2 pictures. Alipa menda na unapo tukuzuwa kuhuku ndikuti? Kasant, right? From the 3 pictures, Enda Onesa, do you think, despite that the environmental issues are legal, do you think these are related to human rights? Mafulu antu, kuti mafulu antu wakufanyika kapena. Do you think so? Do you think my pictures Enda Onesa wawa? They are directly related to my issues, community rights in mining areas. Tusunge mafuso, right? Tusunge mayango. Okay, fine. Those are just some of the pictures. Kama panga implement my project tatu. Taka tikujambula. Ena sina onese for some reasons. They are a bit sensitive. the ones that I have to show you. Key liaison of community in mining areas. I've highlighted 4. I know there are many, but 4 in different categories. The first one is the right to information and participation. Access to information is one of the rights under the information and the participation. We say that the community have the right to be informed about the aspect of proposed mining project. They have the right to be informed. And if you follow most of the mining areas which we have, you find that this is a big challenge for the community to be informed about the mining activity taking place in the area. The secondly, we have meaningful consultation. Are we consulted as community? Are we consulted as a community in mining areas? Are we consulted? Are we consulted at this chair? Okay, the chair says he is consulted. Then on access to information, I've also included this principle of free, prior and informed consent. This is the international principle of human rights, a law being incorporated in more than national framework. In our Mines and Minerals Act 2023, it is silently there. It highlights issue to do with free, prior and informed consent, though it's not very clear on that side. The second one is right to a healthy environment, protection from pollution. From the picture that I showed earlier, are we protected from the pollution as community? Water rights, are we protected? Environmental radiation, are we protected? And for your information, this picture I showed you, this one, of Maulambo, should be this one. Five, it's not 15, should be 15 years. 15 years now. Masters hour, they are still there. And we have experienced that ng'ombe zinakurama wambili, right? And mazo hawa mapita mulufija river and zinaweza maka affected wambili. So that's why I'm asking that if we have a right to be protected from environment, are we protected? You find that we are not. Rights to economic and social benefit. One is benefit sharing. This can take many forms, including revenue sharing, employment opportunities, and investment in community development projects. Do we have development projects from investors? Do we benefit from the employment as a communities where mining activity are taking place? You have the answer. Then you have community development agreement. For now, Section 168 in Mines and Minerals Act 2023, it is a must for every large-scale mining to have a community development agreement with the people living within the 20 kilometers radius. And for now, the only operational and the active large-scale mining is Karonga Arena mine, and they have the community development agreement, which they signed with the community on 6th January this year, in presence of Parliament Kyungu and all leaders in the country. So, although it should be a must for all mine in Karonga and Uchitipa to have the community development agreement. Lamulonga kale lamulo limanena kuti large scale mine oka ndamene angakhala ndi community development agreement. Ena tinyamuka panopa tikapita kwathu tikapanga demand community development agreement kwa migodi akatikanira. While for the medium and the small scale mines, the issues we can engage and sign a memorandum of understanding, good attendance and corporate social responsibility, which is possible, and for us we have done that several times. Then compensation of land rights and livelihood. Tuziwa kuti pamene kuchitika ntchito za migodi anthu timasamutsidwa kwambiri. I have experience ya kukasantha kwa katumbi ku NCA-DCA. I think about 5 or 6 households were displaced. It's our right to be compensated. The very last one is the right to cultural and social preservation. The first one is respect for cultural heritage. Alipo amene angafuna kuti mulendo abwere mumuzi asokoneze mene makhalira ngati. Alipo ngati. Aliyense amafuna pange preserve chikhalidwe. Ukakhala kuti muzi mujati mavina malipenga or ndi malo amene tindi cultural area imene tikupanga preserve. Timafunisa nditu we should conserve that for us to make sure that culture yathu ikupitirira imene tinapanga inherit from our leaders. Then protection from social fabric. The issue we have that with the coming of rotors, we know that most of the experts are coming. Sangapeze majority also kutoka Karonga, sangapeze ma expert ambiri kutoka Karonga. Some of them they are from outside the country, and some of them they are not from here in Karonga. However, despite that they are coming in, as a community, we have the right to protect or to preserve our culture and also our social fabric. So, in general, I've categorized them into 4 as I've highlighted. Maybe the question that I ask is that for our colleagues from Wasambo, I know there are 2 coal mines there. We have the Sequo and the Hala coal mine. Those from around Impata, we have 2 coal mines active. Those from Kirupula, we have 2 coal mines active. Do we see some of these rights respected by our investors or our communities? Tikuona kuti vanyitu hauchini vanyitu za migodi, wanzatu amena kumba chitu za migodi, mizi mwatu mene tukukhala. Akuta kulemekeza, zimeenda fondokoza papa kapenai. So we'll keep it for plenary. Moving forward, I wanted to share with you this principle. Imene imatandiza kwambiri for us as community to engage my investor. However, Kumalawi it becomes difficult because it's not very clear in Mines and Minerals Act. However, if you timalimbikisa kunena kuti this is the best tool for us as a community, I mean edukala around the mine, to understand or to engage and that my investor for us to be benefiting. So, free, prior and informed consent. We say that we, as a community we keep losing from extractive industry benefit, and one cause of it is limited participation for the community. We don't take part most of the time. And secondly, it means there's need for collective decision-making effort to ensure that our rights are defended and so that we start defending. Secondly, free, prior, and informed put people in the center decision as it is bottom-up approach, which makes demand-driven. It means ansata migodi akamagwira ntchito amakhala kunena kuti zimene akupangazo zimene ifeyo ngati akumuzi tapanga demand for us to be taking part. Then last I say our mistake as a country has been engaging the government and investor when the mining process has already started. We can say it's our mistake, we can say it's also a mistake, a mistake for our role. Because the Maramulo watu license sititenga pombali popereka license kwa investor. Alipo amene atenga pombali ta investor musampaseka ya license panopa apereka ukaboma eti apita kuboma alandira license then abwera kuzala nkhwana nafe. Zinthu zinatani zitachitika kale then abwera kuteki apanga presenti adeka apanga deliberate amvomereza sangakane because munthu chamakhala abwera kaenda ku ministry kuti tabwera zamusiya munthu uyuyu amene license watani wapasidwa kale. From there he comes ku ADC. Ku ADC ndikuzanu zamba ntchito za migodi kunoko wa license watani wapasidwa kale. Then from there he goes to community kuja pena zimachitika zolongosoka but pena sometimes most of the time zimakhala za njomba amapezeka kumana ndi munthu umodzi anthu awiri ntchito yatani yayambako. Yeah, so please take note that there are 7 steps in FPIC, free, prior, and informed consent. these are the efforts to protect the rights of community. And this EFIC principle, it was commonly popularized by Oxfam Malawi. And the learning from Kenya and Kwinago. That's why maybe to one up and over, Mines and Minerals Act 2023, section 289, is highlighted, though it's not very clear. However, in real life, things are complicated and not easy to follow. A set of predefined steps. So these are the 7 steps in FPIC, which I think I've already highlighted this. Okay, then FPIC free. If we talk of free, it's free from coercion, intimidation, manipulation, coercion, or pressure by government or company. This principle encourages that the government and the investor should fully engage the community, and the community should freely accept that the mining activity should take place in that area without any manipulation. Secondly, the principle encourages that the government should allocate, let's say, the license, should be given license prior to allocation of the area. This consent FPIC should be implemented prior to the people before the investor is given a license. And the third one will say that the people should be fully informed. That's the I. You must be given all relevant information to make your decision about whether to agree to the project or not. This information is also being encouraged to be in our local language for easy understanding. For example, I'll give you example ya environmental and social impact assessment report for Turubiko mine. I mean, Turubiko mine is good. Turubiko mine is good. Turubiko mine. Turubi. Kungana. Chisi. Kwa chisi, yes. Turubiko mine is kwa chisi. Ukawerenga report la environmental and social impact assessment report. Apeza report is 280 pages. Anga werenga kwanza werenganda amabungwe wakanda chirochepet ndatu lankani. Antu akomuzinga werenge ngati. But the report is meant for us as a community kuti titakumvesa kunena kuti mu environment yatazaipanga protect banji, so that later if there is a challenge within the if there is a challenge in protection of environment, we can ably engage them and discuss issues to do. So that's why we try to be simple. They should be informed, simple, and in the local language. That's what FPIC encourage. Then in terms of consent, it requires that people should be involved in the project, allow indigenous community to say no or yes. Let the people in the community say, I think with the discussion we've had, it's possible. It's not possible for us to have this mine. Let's say it's possible for us to have this mine to take place. So we're talking about free. It's free from manipulation. Then prior is occurs in advance in inactivity association with the decision making being made. Then informed, facilitate the sharing of objective, accurate and easy understanding of information. Then the consent, it allows communicate to approve or reject the project. So this is the principle that is being encouraged in other countries. In Malawi, we are trying to adopt it, but it's being cooperated pangono mwa pangono. The first step is these are the 7 steps. One of the first steps is find out who is developing the project. As a community, in the principle, we encourage that we need to know who is planning the project and how it may affect the community. If problems are trying to seek guidance from the other partners, and also sometimes the project developer can be a foreign company, and it can be difficult to contact or seek assistance from other organizations. So what we encourage is that the first step to find out who is developing the project, you find out you go kwa Kirupula, ukufusa kuti mwini wake, let's say NCA-DCA, therefore kuti mwini wake wa Turubiko mine ndani, or mwini wake Turubiko zaizai mine, mwini wake ndenda NCA-DCA Kirupula. Mawana it, he is the NCA-DCA, kumano mwini wake wa Ruby coal mine or license yake kuti pali ndani sakuziwa. Inentukuza ni Dr. Pex Ligoya ndi mwina wake wa Ruby coal mine. So it's very important for us as a community to have 100% information about who is doing what in our community. If we don't know, we might be engaging, discussing things in the doba. Amene angotumidwa kupita ntchito kuja. While mwini wake maybe is interested to solve my problem as kumene kuja. Koma tukambira ndi munthu amene alibe interest yake ndoti yose nakutana autani akupanga benefit. So as a community, we should make sure that we know mwini wake osati manager ndendani huyu akupanga ndendani ayi. We guide that we should know kuti mwini wake wa project ndendani. Secondly, request for information from the project. It is important for the project important to know how the project will impact the community for making an informed decision. To clearly understand the project will reduce negative impact, eviction or settlement, understandable language or format in it. So on this one, we encourage that as a community we need to understand. Mwina ndifuse happened of NCA-DCA wasambo. Lisikwa kwa mine, license yao ndia italiba. Olo hako mine, license yao ndia period ya italiba. Olombande NCA, kasiki ziko mine. Who is the owner and license yao ndia italiba? We don't know. So this information as leaders, we're supposed to know to have them. Kutizika nae. Orondifu sasa NCA, do we have my environmental and social impact assessment report for the mamaini atu amena uchitika mdela atu? You find no. Komano inafusa pacha tuti ama fika uzati uza NCA kirukula you accepted, you said yes. Okay, fine. Okay, the third step, which the principal encourages to hold discussion of the community, we say that you need to discuss details of the project, involve the whole community, and when we are talking about involving the whole community, and above we have mentioned what at ICA amangotani, amangotiuza, where this principle encourages the involvement of the youth, women, disabled, men, elderly, who should be well informed about the project. And if these people are information in alias, then information akuzo under STA worker akuzo under NCA. Ujatima mvakuti mugodi wakuta usekera mseo. Auseka lero, ausegula lero, mawapitisa polisi ausekera so ile enasa auseka. Sina mvapo eti. Nchito zimene amene mapanga implement projects Karonga kono timavutika kwambiri just because we don't have information ndi anthu ochepa imapezeka kuti amkuda kuvutika akwasekera sewo nchito zonena kuti timaziyamba tokha timaziyamba dala. So we are encouraging that if this discussion are taking place, let all people be involved and let all people be part of this discussion. Number 4, community negotiation of the project developer. And we also, this principle also encourages that the discussion with the leaders of the community, let the leader be facilitators and the community be the ones engaging or amenazela nkula. Zimateka kuti instead of as leaders we should be facilitating the discussion. Zimapezeka kuti fair nga leaders the many we are negotiating. Mandi verses many don't have that. So zimapezeka kuti later zimatibweresera mavuto and we end up crying kuti we don't benefit from my investment amena uchitika. While we have that opportunity, yunena kuti we can discuss with them and have some of the memorandum of understanding to clear out on how best we can benefit from our mining activities. Number 5, seek independent advice. Hii ndimene I think akomindi ambiri timata kwambiri. Kuimba phone. Ayemo kunoko awakuluza zakuti asisi JP kunoko awakuluza zakuti. So timandikisa ulena kuti in the discussion process make sure to seek independent advice and also my experts now ambiri mismo amina masata kani za migodi. So kandi singateke mina it's possible, but it's also possible kuti mina mismo atuti ndi ana atu amina napunzira kwafusa kuti zinthu zizi zimakhala banje and how best we can handle that. So this principle encourages that, but before kuma counties kwina it happens before mugodiwo mwini wake mgodiwo asanayambe kukumbalwa sana pasidwe license. Number 6 step, we make an informed decision. We make a decision as a community to say kuti mugodi uyu umene wabwerera mizi mwathu mumu tiye tivomereze. I think my issues are environment aupanga protect chonchi, my issues are ntchito tizilembedwa chonchi, my issues are aurandira ndalama zochepa amakhala very common ku migodi. Pompano anthu ena migodi amalandisa anthu 55,000 wairo minimum wage lipazinga minimum wage panopa lipazinga bwana mwalilino minimum wage panopa lipazinga around ambila around 126. You go and check migodi yathu mendo tuchula papa, you find kuti pali ena yake paka panopa akulanda 60,000 50,000. And the tricky part, what they do is that home migodi aja salemba ntchito as permanent, amalemba ngati chani maganyu amalipira mawiru bala, si choncho amalipira mawerengera mawiru bala. Komano munthu akugwira ganyu 5 years ganyu osajomba kuganyu munthu opatha osala komano it happens kunena kuti munthu akugwira ganyu 5 years osajomba kuganyu, ukajomba akudula ndi ganyu imene you are employed so you find out that ndalama zimene akulandira ndalama zochepa kwambiri. So the community should be able to make a decision kuti munthu yo azapanga nayo hand bwanji wa migodi komanso ma issues ena azayang'ana bwanji. The last part is ongoing communication with the project developer. Timapanga engage nena kuti despite that the in free prior and informed consent timapanga engage nena kuti the community can say yes or no. It doesn't mean kuti mukayankhula kuti no zakanikira pompo, si choncho zimakhala zakanikira pompo ngati yeti khala anyamata amene asanakwatire ngati achina Jordan akamafunsira mkazi akakana amapitiriza kufunsirabe kunyengererabe kubweresa manifesto anyuwani cholinga chonena kuti mwina mkazi chatani avomere and uzaika. That's what he do Yeah, so we encourage ongoing, it's an ongoing process. Whether you have said yes or you have said no, let the process be ongoing. Si choncho, icholinga chonena kuti you should reach an agreement where you have an investor amene akupanga protect the community from mafura opangidwa protect, the environment is being protected, and also we are also benefiting from the mine. Malawi status on free prior informed consent. The status on free prior informed consent, that we have limited platform it's provided by the government and investor. City mappers mpata ndi boma oro ndi ma investor kuti tilangulane bwino mpata umabwera pokapoka tikakangana. It's true chances were given tikakangana chikalagwa china chake tikakangana when we are given platform for discussion kuti chichienda sabanji tichienda banji, but otherwise imakhala kuti kupasidwa my chances for discussion kumayambiriro with my issues ambiri ama issue banga benefit maybe bezikulibe. Secondary, limited interest which is dependent on the level of development. Interest ambiri even a community or even my developers amene anayochepa kwambiri. The limited knowledge and capacity for the community members and CSOs to engage investors. Chikali za migodi zititozi yankhula panopa si aliyese amene maybe andi kutekera wapanga engage my investors because it involves a lot of things, involves a lot of information. So muntu wakhala tulibe information umakaswa chotani choyankhula. So because of limited capacity nayo timakanika to engage investor kuti alankhulane pa issues ngatawawa. Then the last lack of political will on access to information and legality of FPIC is not clear in the Mines and Minerals Act. Despite that, my CSOs through Natural Justice Resource Network, they have been engaging the government to fully incorporate the FPIC principle in the law. Kakumabwera pang'ono. Ada ibanga review 2019 kana zaonekerako pang'ono. Panopa ndi amene kaonekerako so kwambiri. So we are hopeful that as CSO maybe we will continue engaging the government so that this principle of free, prior and informed consent is adopted. Our role as communities. One is to mobilize and organize. As community, we must organize our community must organize themselves into a cohesive group to represent their collective interests. One, to demand for full incorporation of FPIC in the Mines and Minerals Act. Then participate in the consultation. It's not that consultation are not there, they are minimal, but let's try our best to participate in this consultation. Not to participate. No, let's as a community take part and participate in the consultation. Negotiate an agreement. This process, some of us, we are 100% participated in the community development agreement. In the communities from around surrounding Lotus, 20 kilometers radius, I understand at least 60-70% of them they were involved and engaged on the community development agreement. So whenever there are discussions as community, let's try our best to take part in these negotiations and also advocate for our rights. We really need as community to advocate for our rights, because sometimes machula umwamba kuja papezeka kuti ena afe tungoziyang'ana zinthu zokulakwika. Tikuona anthu akulanda 50,000 as ADC, we don't get organized to fight for the rights of people. Tikuona kuti environment ikunongeka, we don't get organized to fight for the rights of people. So let's try our best to fight for our rights. As community leaders, I hope we are here to represent interests of the people. I have this experience. I will not mention in 2019, we had an engagement meeting, an interface meeting between one of the investors here in Karonga and the community. Zinachitika kunena kuti tiri mukati discussion, the community were claiming that they are not benefiting anything from the mine. Kuna pezeka kuti investor akulipirira fees ana school awiri a GVH. Investor napeleka ma oil explorer machine waziwe. This area ndo abalima kwambiri mteza. So the investors encouraging kuti community zimene zipanga produce majani mafuta koma zinthu zizi apezeka community leaders anangotenga kuzani kuzigulisa anaga kupindula ndijani school fees. So fortunate enough is that investor huyu ana masuka bomba kuti abwana imwe mawera machine yara ringuti kampasani yavile tikairenge upangirenge mafuta ushikaya kuno. So it becomes embarrassing. So as the community leaders, we should be able to represent the community well and also mediate and negotiate, ensure transparency in terms of discussion. Wamugodi wafika NCA-DCA angoita na TA angoita na GVH tikale pambali likambirane. Let's involve all interested group in our discussion. Then also as community leaders, we also need to build the capacity ya community members atu. As NGO, we are there to provide also legal and technical support, and we are also there to raise awareness, which I know kuti EM panopa chimene kupanga papa. Upanga provide capacity, upanga raise awareness ndayo mweyo, also zambiri upanga. Sichonjo. So that means as CSOs, we are playing our part, we are playing our role. As community also need to play our role. Then facilitate dialogues. I understand maybe in this project, there will be dialogues between us and some of the investors. Let's have that dialogue. Then connect and network. The NGO also always link us with my investors, and also on these issues of mine. In conclusion, we say rights of Malawi's, our mothers, sisters, and daughters, aunts, uncles have to be protected, respected, promoted, and fulfilled by advancing FPIC in extractive industry. If we try as CSOs to advance free and prior informed consent, we'll see at a later stage that our rights will be fully protected and promoted. Because investor will be only be given a license after we have consented as a community. Reaching this far, I say thank you for listening.
So I'll present on local development. I didn't have any format, so I just picked it up. What can I present to this forum? So that will be the presentation outline, the things that we'll look into. So as a matter of background or introduction, as a district council, we are mandated to develop a district development plan to guide our development in the district. So this one is a mandate that we are given by the Local Government Act in terms of decentralization, that we are supposed to have this blue print document to guide our development issues. So this one is not just developed in offices. We do consultations, starting with the village action plans that are developed at village level, and then we go into, they are consolidated at the ADC level. They come to the district, and we also scrutinize them and agree. Apart from that, we also have the socioeconomic profile, where we also have some issues from those documents. These ones are also analyzed, and they form part of the DDP. Kunkhani ya Mines and Minerals Act, pankhani ya chitukuko, ndionena kuti chani. Koma kwambiri tidziwe kunena kuti kodi act imeneyi tikati Mines and Minerals Act kutanthauza chani. So this one is a principal legal framework that regulates all activities that are related to prospecting, exploration and mining minerals within Malawi, vesting exclusive ownership and control of the minerals under the state jurisdiction. It stipulates some local development provisions, Kuambira section 154, going downwards, mpaka na 154 to 162 thereabout, where there are issues of community development agreement, and agamba Wambiri Vini on his first presentation. But apart from that, the mines, especially the large and medium ones, they are expected also to have the employment and training plans that should benefit the people, good and services procurement plans, the business development assistance plans, resettlement management plans, as well as the issues of environment and social safeguard, where the environment officer is going to talk much on that. So in terms of the provisions on the community development agreement, this is just to make sure kunena kuti the mining companies are doing direct investment and upliftment project for local communities. It's a binding document. Kuri at the end of the day, mining kayamba agavanga maprofiti ndama zina zizipangidwa invest zituko zosiyana kuma local communities. In terms of my training and the employment plans, the mining companies, they are encouraged kunena kuti they need to be employing Malawians as long as they are capable and they have the qualifications. They are supposed to be prioritized in terms of employment as well as skill development. Akamapanga training now, they should not left them behind. But also issues of gender, including the marginalized groups, and that to Azimai, Komaso, the disabled. They are also entitled to make procurement plans, and these ones are aimed at boosting local suppliers and contractors to build domestic business capacities. Rely on the business community. So as the mining companies are coming, they are also encouraged, if they need some items to be supplied, kuma mining companies out, they need to prioritize the local suppliers as well as the contractors. Then we have the business development assistance, kunena kuti abange empower kandi magulu kandi cooperatives kunena kuti akhale ndi business okazikika at the end of the day, and also be able to assist them so that they should be sustainable. Amene mwina tinapita ku inauguration ya kaerekera tinaonako kunena kuti cheke china chinapasidwa kwa azimayi anapasa like 10 million women in mining. That's part of the business development assistance that they are required to do. And then we also have resettlement plans ngati asunta anthu or ntchito zawo za migodi. It will involve anthu ena kunena kuti asunthidwe pamalo pamene okhala apite pena. They're supposed to be fair compensation and relocation support for the displaced communities. And then we have the environmental and social safeguard. This one is just to protect our communities' welfare, health and environment during and after the mining. So I also looked at the community and development obligation by the mining scales. So we have the large scale mining, the medium and the So for CDA, the Act specifies that it should be mandatory for the large-scale mining. And these, apart from that, they are also sometimes expected to complement the CDA with the corporate social responsibility. Pamachitika zinthu zina ndi zina zonena kuti mna document mujamulibe, koma those ones, they are also entitled kupanga. Monga Karonga, we are also prone to floods. Pakachitika ma floods, we are expecting my mining companies to come and do corporate social responsibility. And other developmental obligations in the Sijandagambagale, some procurement plan, employment and training plans. Medium scale mining, it's not all that mandatory, though ndaibanga ngati mandatory, but we are encouraged kunena kunena also abange formulate the CDA. The scope of the CDA cannot be similar to large-scale mining. So we need to be proactive to initiate this so that even the medium-scale mining now also the Kalandima CDA. And also they are encouraged to do corporate social responsibility. For the small-scale mining, they are not required to have a CDA, but however, they are supposed to do also the corporate social responsibility and follow the environmental, health and safety issues. At Zino mining, they are also not required. However, they can also contribute something under corporate social responsibility. So I just sampled some of the projects that have been done by the mining companies in Karonga with the help of Abanadero. We consulted some of the mining companies to just give us kuri Tandizako or Labangako Chan where they are doing their mining. And for GA Wasambo, those are some of the projects that have been sampled. Kudi Abangidwa. So we have the Harako mine, Liswikwa, Muziupia. Yeah, so those are the co-minings that are happening in Wasambo and some of the projects that they have done. And then we also sampled for Kasikizi coal mine, what they have done so far in TA Kyungu. So they also produced those projects as some of the things that they have contributed to the community. I will not go read each one of it, but we can just appreciate by looking at the table. We also have CMG coal mining in TA Kilpula. And those are some of the projects. So we have ADC chairs and the like. We can confirm if indeed those happened in our communities. So what are the expectations that we have as a council from the mining companies in as far as the achieving our outlined plans that are there in our DDP. So we are expecting that the mining companies should provide revenue to the council. My colleague will talk more on that. But also they are supposed to support infrastructure and service delivery. And these projects are also outlined in the district development plan. So we expect them to approach us or to work hand in hand with us to say these are the plans that we are supposed to do. Maybe we want to build schools, will be able to guide them where they can build based on the district development plan. And also in terms of maybe dispensaries or health center, we are there to guide, and we expect them to support us. And also investing in the people of Karonga through job opportunities, business skills, scholarships in terms of education-wise, but also promoting local business through the procurement and the small, medium enterprise support. Also, we are expecting the miners to protect the environment and support climate resilience projects or efforts that have been outlined in the DDP. And lastly, to engage transparently with the district council and communities through the CDS as well as the corporate social responsibility plans. So in conclusions, the Mines and Minerals Act ensures that mining contributes not only to the government revenue, but also to community empowerment, job creation, local business growth, social service, and environmental sustainability. That it's shifting from the extractive activity itself to inclusive development in Malawi, and also to help achieve the Malawi 2063. So strong partnership between the mining companies, the district council, and communities are key for sustainable development. And by aligning the mining contribution with the district development plan, Karonga can turn the natural resources into sustainable growth and improved livelihood. Thank you so much. Medium scale mining, it's not all that mandatory, though ndaibanga ngati mandatory, but we are encouraged kunena kuti also abange formulate the CDA